inspire people for our Puppet Portraits Challenge. You can either make a puppet version of yourself or of someone you know. Before you start, think about the person you're going to make and maybe even get a picture of them for reference. I'm going to make my partner Alex for the demonstration. So, let's begin. Start with a cardboard tube for your person's body. This could be a kitchen tube or a toilet roll tube. I'm using a slightly cut down kitchen tube as Alex is very tall. Now we need to cover our tube in coloured card for the clothing. I've chosen black for the trousers and red for the top. Cut a strip of card in the colour you want to use. Cover one side with glue and wrap it around your tube. If you're using really thick card, you may need to use some sellotape to secure it to the tube whilst the glue dries. If your top is a different colour, repeat this process a second time. Now we're going to make the arms. Mini Alex is going to be wearing a red t-shirt, so I'm starting by making some sleeves. Fold a piece of card in half. With the top of the shoulder against the folded edge, draw your sleeve shape. Cut this shape out. With the sleeve still folded, place it back on top of your card and draw around it to create an identical shape, and cut this one out too. Now we're going to use the same method to make some arms. Draw an arm shape with the top of the arm against the folded edge. You can use your already cut out sleeve shape as a guide. Cut out your arm. I left the detailed fingers until last. Unfold your arms and both of your sleeve shapes. Use glue to layer all three pieces together so that your arms are sandwiched in between the two sleeve pieces. If you want to add details to the arms, it's a good idea to do it now. Put some glue down the centre fold of your arms and stick them to the back of your body, pressing nice and firmly. Draw around the base of your tube to create a circle shape. Cut this out and put it to one side. Cut two small strips of card, roughly 2 centimeters wide. Put glue on the end of one of the strips. Stick this to the other strip at a right angle, about 2 centimeters from the end. Fold down the long side of the second strip on top of where you have just glued. Then fold the original strip down on top of that. You should be creating a kind of zigzag. Keep alternating folds until you have done 7. Fold up the tab you left at the end. You should have a concertina with tabs sticking up at the top and the bottom. Trim the extra horizontal piece and glue down. Use sellotape or masking tape to stick the bottom tab to the inside front of your body. Now your person has a neck. Bring back the circle you cut out earlier. Snip off a little piece to create a straight edge. Place the circle over the top of your tube, lining up this straight edge with where your neck is. Attach the circle to your tube with at least 3 strips of sellotape. If you have a hot glue gun, you can use this instead if you want to, but ask for grown-up help if you need it. Now we need to make our puppet look like the person we want to make. Draw your person's head on a separate piece of card. Take your time to get their features right, but don't worry if you're not a great artist. Make sure it's the right size to fit with your body, and when you're happy, cut it out. Draw around your head to create an identical shape. Cut this second shape out and then flip it over and decorate the opposite side from your face to look like the back of your person's head. Now we need to attach the head to our neck. Use glue to stick the head to your neck, sandwiching the top neck tab between the 2 head pieces. You may need to trim your neck tab if it's too big. To stop your your head from flopping forwards, add a bit of tape to the back of your neck. Now, because I didn't do it earlier, I'm going to add some details. I have decorated the arms to match the style of the face, and I've added a piece of card at the top of the body to be a chest. Now we're going to make some feet. Draw a heart shape on a piece of card. Cut this shape out. Make sure it's got quite a deep V. With a piece of sellotape or masking tape, stick the pointed end of your heart to the inside front of your tube. Again, it's much easier to decorate your feet before you stick them inside your tube. Gently fold up the feet. Now it's time for accessories. Think about what hobbies your person enjoys and draw objects for them to hold. Alex is musical, so I've made him a little guitar. If you don't want the accessories to be attached to your puppet permanently, use blue tack or white tack to attach them to your puppet. And here's Mini Me! Naturally, I've got my Puppet Theatre t-shirt on and a pencil in hand. To make your portrait a puppet, tape a control rod to their back. You can use a chopstick or barbecue skewer, or make a rod by folding and taping a thin strip of cereal box. Now your puppet portrait can dance around, do a performance, or brighten up a video call.